Mr. Speaker, a simple biological function, Mr. Speaker.
When Kazungu Kambi excused himself to attend to a call of nature during his vetting, things may have seemed so hot in front of the vetting committee.
Yes. That permission is granted.
But things are set to get even hotter if the Labour and Social Welfare Committee finds credibility in a censure notice tabled in Parliament today against him.
The Cabinet Secretary, Mr. Kazungu Kambi, has grossly abused his powers and should be censured.
It is alleged that the Cabinet Secretary irregularly transferred the Registrar of Trade Unions after failing to comply with his orders to alter the names of officials of the Aviation and Airports Workers Union in order to facilitate an intention to migrate the union from Kotu to Pusetu.
The transfer of Mr. William Langat as the Registrar of Trade Unions was irregular, a nullity, devoid of merit, and not backed by any law.
Kambi is also accused of violating the law on appointments when he appointed Esther Gisheha to replace William Langat, and the House now wants to show him the door.
This is a minister or a cabinet secretary who needs to be reined on so that he's brought back to understand what is expected to do. There is a kind of rogue behavior that many cabinet secretaries are getting involved in, including campaigning in Othaya. And I thank the people of Othaya, Mr. Speaker, for rejecting that kind of misbehavior yesterday.
The qualifications of Honorable Kazungu Kambi has been raised on various fora, and to date, he has never produced his original academic certificates for scrutiny.
Mr. Speaker, I'm known. When it comes to corruption, I lead by being in front, not from being behind.
He has no known experience to run public affairs and has failed to live to the expectations of his oath of office and to uphold the Constitution of Kenya.
Kazungu will now face the Labour and Social Welfare Committee, which will look into the matter and recommend if the CS should be axed or not.
Yes.
Meanwhile, consumers will have a reason to smile after the National Assembly added more items in the list of commodities to be exempted from tax. Commodities and services incorporated in the exemption list include pharmaceutical raw materials, solar systems, air ticketing, green leaves, and sugarcane. But consumers of credit reference bureaus, postal services, water drilling services, electricity to households consuming below 200 kilowatts, and cream products will have to contend with taxation as efforts to exempt them fumbled on the floor of the House. Ken Dagor, Obadia Citizen Business Center.